Yeah, thank you very much for the nice introduction. And thank you very much also, of course, for the opportunity to present today something about FoxBase and especially, as mentioned, about digital sales and how to increase efficiency by 40%. Yes, my name is Benjamin Damatz. I'm one of the founders and CEOs of FoxBase. And FoxBase is a software startup we founded now almost 5 years ago, so in February 2016. We are around 30 people already, growing and growing, doubling our revenues year by year. So that's really a nice story. And yes, I would like to start with the problem. Probably many of you already know that the traditional B2B sales is broken. Of course, it's a relative provocative hypothesis, but what we have seen in the last 5 years is that the traditional model in the past, what was really successful, so that there are large sales teams, sales personnel with personal consulting and catalogs, very big catalogs with many products. That this topic, together with personal sales and a very good ERP, was successful, yes, but now it's not anymore. Why not? Because especially of changing customer behavior, because I think everybody of you knows as well your private consumer behavior, so buying with Amazon, Zalando, etc., so that you have the possibility to buy products very easily, very fast. You have self-service, and you can especially find the product, the solution for your individual needs very fast and easy. And this private consumer behavior is transported into the buyer B2B behavior. So this is my expectation now also for B2B sales. And the big question is, which tools, which model do I need for this? And what our experience is that you, or in general the B2B industry, need a digital product consulting or advice, and especially for as many digital touch points as possible. So of course, or probably everybody of you has a website. Okay, that's a good first step. So the user, the lead, the customer has the opportunity to go to your website. There's loads of content to find something, but often it's really hard to find the right thing. The same is for the web shop, so that you can offer the possibility to buy directly online products. Maybe you have resellers, they have online shops. You have a CRM system. Maybe there's also a personal point of sale of retailers, of resellers. For example, the topic of PWA is also then in this direction, maybe in option progressive web app it's called, so something like a web app, but it's also possible to use something like this offline. You have more and more platforms where the customers can buy products and not directly from you maybe. And so what's the main topic here is really that there's a possibility that your products are there where the customers are, and you can offer the digital product consulting for all these digital touch points. Because in general, all the B2B products are in need of explanation. So these are not easy products like sneakers or whatever you can buy on Amazon and Zalando. So there's really a need of explanation and to show the customers the easiest, fastest way to your best product for the individual need of the customer or potential customer. Because of this, there's FoxBase, and we have a solution. It's called Digital Product Selector, and we help with our solution to digitize sales. And with this, our customers can increase efficiency by 40%. In general, what we can say about us and about our solution, it's really the best relation between price and performance using this. Why is it? Because we do it cloud-based, we do it software-based. So our digital product selector is a cloud-based software, and it works very similar to a very good dialogue with very good salespersons, because very good salespersons ask questions to their potential customer, very easy questions in customer language. So to understand who is the potential customer, what needs do they have, to understand the requirements of them. And like this, our software is working. So there is in the beginning a questionnaire, and very important, not only, it's possible of course, but not only regarding technical details, because all the potential customers, they don't know all the technical details you have in your product attributes, in your PIMs, whatever, but they know what the problem is. So these are questions in customer language to really define the problem as concrete as possible. In general, these are 5 to 10, 12 questions. And this input is going into our algorithms, recommendation logic, AI, however you call it, to build then a recommendation of only a few products. So you have answered as a potential customer only a few questions very fast, and then you have an overview of, I don't know, 2, 3 products, services, systems, whatever you sell, and these really fit to your individual needs. And in this recommendation, it's very easy. There's an overview with the most important differentiating information, maybe something like data sheets, whatever is important to do the next steps then. And next step can be the way to the online shop, for example, to buy it directly. Maybe it's also the way to generate a lead. So there comes a form, I can leave my contact data, and then it's going to the CRM, for example, and your salespeople get the information about the requirements of the questionnaire, about the product, the service, whatever the customer is interested in, and of course the contact data. And so this person is directly a very well qualified lead, and it's much easier for the salespeople to qualify them, to convert them to real customers. One customer voice, also of one very big customer of us, it's LANXESS with chemical products, of course. And here you see what Mara is telling us. It's really about the easy way, a few steps, and then finding in customer language the best product the customer is searching for. And a little bit more into the detail of efficiency increase, because you have, of course, many marketing channels to get traffic on your website, to generate leads, etc., with SEO, SEA, social media, email, newsletter, fairs, or now maybe digital events, whatever. And these are all going into your sales funnel. And what we can say, of course, it's always a mixture of several KPIs, is with our solution, the amount of qualified leads, so of marketing qualified leads, can be increased. And in the same way, you can then decrease the cost per MQL, that you then, in the end, of course, also can decrease your CAC, your customer acquisition cost, also a very important KPI. Also because the qualification process for the salespeople is much easier and much faster, so you can decrease effort there and then put these time maybe into other topics, for example. Another thing is what we really often hear is that the product management get many questions of customers, of potential customers, of sales, and really repetitive questions, really easy questions, and this you can decrease as well to decrease the CAC, of course, again. Also, what you can see is the sales cycle topic, a possible what can be decreased, what we have experienced up to 90%. So it's really faster. You can faster make customers out of leads, so with a higher conversion over this total funnel. So you can also get more customers and then, of course, also more turnover. When we stay at the topic of decreasing effort for salespeople regarding the qualification of leads, what here you can see is a typical line how this effort is going then, that when you work with such a solution, that after a time it's really decreasing, and then you can put this time into much more interesting topics, for example, new customer acquisition, etc. That's really less effort for the consultation, but more than, if you would like to do so, in new customer acquisition or whatever. So you have the possibility to divide this effort into other topics. Furthermore, what we see, there are many projects, of course, regarding this digitization topics. We mentioned website, web shop, we have the CRM topic, then more and more companies go from product sales to system sales, so bundles, etc. You have the configurator topic, also CPQ, so configure price quote. In general, a little bit more difficult and technical tools. You have the digitization of catalogs, that you have PDFs or whatever to use it like this, and more also the PIM topics, so product information management, that companies are working on this topic and bringing all the relevant product information into PIMs. And of course, these are all topics, something like our software solution for digital product consulting is then a possibility to leverage these projects we are ongoing, which are maybe already finished, to go further and get more of these projects. And the prime thing is, with our solution, we don't have to develop anything. As I mentioned, we have a software. So what you can do with our backend very easy and fast is you can set up this need assessment. So this decision tree, the questionnaire. It's really easy. You can very easily integrate product data. In the first step, it's always recommended to do it via file, but midterm, of course, is always good to have something like interfaces to PIM or whatever. You can define the recommendation logic very flexibly with several options. And what's also very interesting, you can see the performance of our software solution in the backend. So you can see how many people have visited the website where the selector is integrated. How many of them have bounced? How many exit during the questionnaire? Where did they exit? Okay, do I have maybe a weakness in my questionnaire with very difficult answer options or whatever? And you can see, of course, then also how many have completed the questionnaire, and then how many have clicked the central goal, the call to action, contact me, put in basket, whatever, to see really the performance of the total selector tool. And also interesting, we are recording all non-personal information, very important for us, of course, regarding data security. But what you can see is how many have clicked with answer options with which question. So you can identify what are the needs in the market, which trends are there, etc. And do they have for all the needs really a fitting solution? And on the right hand side, you can see some more features, standards. Of course, everything is responsive, so independent of the devices which are used. Everything is directly possible to translate. So the software doesn't translate, but you can easily export, for example, a first POC version in English or German, and then you give it to your translation agency. You let them translate everything. And then import it again, and then everything is directly working in several languages, and you can roll out to many countries. Yes, regarding layout, you have the possibility for CSS extensions, very flexible. You can export the market insights, so what I've told you regarding the performance measurement, but you can also connect something like Google Analytics to have our exciting KPI connected to the exciting KPIs of analytics, for example. So total, that means with our backend, it's really simple, it's fast, you don't have to develop. Our customers usually have some power users. They can configure in self-service the selector, and they can maintain as well. So you don't need any tickets or whatever to change something. And so the total cost of ownership is really low. This I've mentioned, the customer insights topic, what you can see there and what you can learn out of this. And what's also quite interesting, as I mentioned, we still call us self-startup also after 5 years and really some success, and also of methodologies. For example, with lean startup approach, that we start with a proof of concept, very agile, that we start with web workshop, defining personas, the recommendation entity, the questionnaire together with our customers to set up a first version of the software, of the selector, customized to your individual use case, and then directly go into the market. So it goes to your salespeople, to your customers, however, to get a feeling, okay, how successful can this software be? What are the KPIs? Maybe you get some qualitative feedback as well to optimize, go live, and then there is software as a service, our business model, and this is connected to our customer success management, so that we have very good customer success managers that support you or our customers in general to have a good picture always on this selector software. And for this lean startup proof of concept, in the first step, it's really fast. It's not much effort, also not regarding HR. So in general, six man days, and in two months, there's the proof of concept is finished. A very important first step into the direction of digitization sales and below 15,000 euros, and you really have a very good picture if this is working or not. Afterwards, I won't go into detail, of course, but as I mentioned, the software as a service topic, we have many different packages, very good structured, also with several modules, but there's also the possibility to have something like a performance-based pricing. Honestly, not easy to sell, but from our point of view, the fairest model, the fairest pricing model, because it's risk sharing, and if it's not performing, then okay, you pay low. If it's really well performing, you are happy, or your customers are happy, and then we are happy as well. But details. Maybe a very short example regarding the business case, what we have also seen in the KPIs. I've showed you the cost for the MQLs, and what we have seen with numbers also from research is there's really the possibility to reduce per 1 year the cost of MQL with 50,000 euro, and the effort reduction with only 5 sales employees and only 1 hour less of qualification effort. There's also again the possibility of reduced cost of about 50,000 euros, what would mean in total reduction potential for the CSC for customer acquisition cost of 100,000. Then of course cost for our service and solution, but in general there's a potential of more than 75,000 euros only in 1 year. Our customers very different regarding the size of the company. We work together with SMEs, we work together with big corporate DAX companies, so that doesn't matter in general. All of them are B2B companies, and we are totally independent of the industry, of the product category, because it's working always the same, of course customized, but the solution is always the same. And to summarize everything now, before we can go into I hope a very exciting Q&A, first of all, it's very flexible, it's very easy to configure and then to customize to your individual needs. We are very strong with methodologies, with our experience based on our B2B customers, so lean and fast, and so very short time to market. And then the customer insights, so the user and product insights, to really have great KPI to have a look in, to understand the market even better for low cost. And this is our solution in general. This is a very high potential with low TCO and very simple to scale. Yeah, many thanks. It was a pleasure. Of course, what is your best use case? Or do you see any use case? Or do you have any questions to me? And yeah, I'm happy to answer your questions.
Yes, thank you very much up to this point for the presentation, Mr. Dammertz. Well, if you have any questions right now, please do not hesitate to enter them in the question box. The speaker will be happy to answer them right now. But I can't see any questions yet, but we will just wait a little bit longer to give you time to enter your questions. Of course, you're also welcome to ask any questions after today's presentation as well. You can use, for example, the contact form on the web session homepage. There you have the opportunity to write a message at any time, and we will forward it to Mr. Dammertz, so this is no problem. I can see a question right now. Can we get a visual idea of one questionnaire? I don't know if you know what this means,
yeah,
Mr. Dammertz.
No. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Then I go into the easiest always is into going into a live case of a customer. It's Knopf. It's from the construction industry, but I can show you some more as you would like to see, because it's always also customizable. That here it's about systems. And here the case, you can see it's with pictures, without pictures. Everything is configurable. Also the topic of some numbers, if it's possible or sensible. And then it's a very special topic also, because very important co-innovation partner of us as well, that only after a few questions you can see only a few recommendations. Of course, you can click here that there are more, but here you have some more options to detail everything. Maybe another example, because that was a system finder, we call it. Now what show you is EFM, IFM, medium-sized company from Essen. They work with pictures. As you can see in the first step, they work with some animated GIFs I like. And the content, the input is, I think, not so important. Right, and here the difference to the Knauf example is there are not several recommended products or systems. Here we have something like a Stückliste, like a sales list, or however you would like to call it, that you see, okay, for something like a sensor package, I do not only need the sensor, I need also something more with the amount behind. Then you can directly put it into the basket, and then it's going back to the systems of our customer, and then you can directly buy everything there. Maybe you get a first impression. Of course, I could show more, but yeah.
Yes, I think this should have answered the question. Just for the first impression, as you said. So if there's any more questions, just answer them or enter them into the question box. But as I said before, it's no problem if there's any questions after the presentation. Just use the contact form on the web session homepage. So, or you, of course, you are now seeing the contact information of Mr. Damals. You can contact him directly as well. So I can't see any. Okay. Yeah, I can see one more question. I just read it out.
Cool.
Will this platform or this solution work with Wix platform?
What's that? I don't know.
Okay.
Is there a possibility that the people can also talk to us?
No, it's unfortunately not possible, but I can wait if there's any.
Yeah, maybe the person can also write me. Also, one important thing, I don't know if this has become clear, is that our solution, we are not a platform. Our solution, as I've shown you, I think, but only to be safe, is integrated into the website or whatever of our customers. So it's only a code snippet, 3 lines of HTML, and completely independent of the content management system. And then it's integrated, 2 minutes work, and then it's directly working out of the cloud. So that's also a very important point.
Okay. I think this might have answered the question already, because I think Wix is a platform to build customized web pages. So I think this might be
yeah. Then it doesn't
give
matter.
an idea if it's integratable, for example. Yeah. But I see you will get an inquiry after the presentation.
Cool. Thank you. Maybe I have a question to the people who have listened now or have seen the presentation. Maybe they can write if they cannot talk. Was it interesting? Was it exciting or whatever? Maybe they can also write.
Yeah. Just wait if there's coming any feedback. But of course, you're also welcome to write it afterwards. I think Mr. Damals will be happy to just have the information if there's any feedback. So, but I can't see any questions or any feedback right now. But okay, I think the audience is happy and satisfied at the moment. No open questions. So if you have any final words you would like to address to the participants, you can do it right now.
Thank you very much also for the 2 more questions afterwards. Thank you very much for your time, and of course would be happy to see your mails, to get your calls, to discuss some more details, and yeah, wish you a great day, more interesting web sessions, and of course at this moment or this time, stay healthy.